Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And thank you for taking your time to be here. You know, I was backstage speaking with some of our customers, and you know, we get asked a lot, being a publicly traded company, people always say, you know, what's so special about BlackLine? And we have a set of answers, but as I was meeting with people yesterday, as I was talking to people last night, the reality in my mind, what makes BlackLine so special is our customers, okay? I was explaining to someone yesterday who's not yet a customer that our customers have never failed to express their opinions to us, okay? But isn't that wonderful? I do believe that this community of people is really what makes this company so special, that you share of your time. I saw Mandy last night from Interstate Hotels, and she told me it was her 7th time being at this conference, okay? That's pretty amazing. We have to work to keep our information educational, interesting, new, fresh, every single conference. All right, you might have noticed that a lot of the BlackLine people today are we're branding our feet now, okay? Some of us are branding our feet with our customer brands. I like that. I'm a big believer in spending our money with our customers, but it's always such an honor to be able to stand up here and see you. And I mean, it was just a few years ago. There were barely 100 of you in the audience. Look at how we've grown. Okay, we have more than 1,000 customers here today, and that's up 50% over last year. So it's a good thing that I know that you're a friendly audience, because a room this size would get anybody nervous, right? But it's like, it's you guys. We're all in this together. So the best part for me, for this conference, is talking to our customers. And we've completely, we went back to our roots this year, for me. Because instead of me doing a keynote, instead what I'm getting to do is I'm getting to interview customers on stage, okay? And so today, I am particularly excited to announce BlackLine's first annual Finance and Accounting Innovation Awards, all right? We're starting to see some subset of our customers do some really amazing things in digital transformation. And it's so interesting because what happens in all of these trends, whether it's RPA or continuous accounting or digital transformation, you'll see people will use the buzzword, but it's actually a much smaller subset of people that effectively implement and then subsequently get the benefits of this sort of wave of things. And the people that I'm gonna have up here today, you know, are just doing some very cool stuff. So starting with the Transformation Initiative, and this is for a company. It has wholeheartedly embraced digital finance transformation and has measurable results to show for that. And they've put a dedicated innovation and transformation team in place. So what's so cool about what the Home Depot is doing is that if you want to get stuff done, you can't ask people to do it in their spare time. Having a dedicated team for this process is super important. It shows that the company is willing to put their money where their mouth is. The second one, okay, is for a company this is the innovative use case, for a company that has delivered extraordinarily innovative use case of financial close technology with powerful results, okay? This award goes to Domino's for reconciling 40 million payment transactions per month automatically and using BlackLine for operations support in addition to accounting. We love it when people find additional use cases for BlackLine. That was my thought from the beginning. Build something that's very configurable to solve business problems. Excellence and agility goes to a company that has rapidly and effectively transformed and scaled F&A operations to meet emerging needs. And this award goes to Quest Diagnostics, and they have completed numerous acquisitions in the last few years with virtually no additional headcount in F&A. I sort of feel sympathetic for them, but then they definitely get an award. We know how hard acquisitions are and how messy they can be, and doing numerous over several years, that's sort of terrifying, right? So the fact that they were able to do it without increasing those operational costs in F&A is pretty spectacular. And then last is Sirius Xm, all right? A company that has really embodied and embraced continuous accounting, all right? And it's where real-time automation controls period-end tasks. They're embedded in day-to-day activities. They have a vision that it can be real-time. You can get exactly what you need at any point in time, all right? And they have smoothed out their workload over the entire month instead of having the huge spike in month-end close. And this has changed how they get to live their life. All right, so the very first one that we're going to be hearing from today, let's bring up our innovative customer, and one that's got a dedicated finance and accounting innovation team.
Process transformation has some interesting challenges, change management being one. I think the other piece is the visibility that automation provides can be scary to some people, but that visibility helps us put out better financials. It gives us better insight into what the true risk and drivers are for our business.
It's been transformative. I'm an accountant at heart, and I can definitely say that it has added value to my career. It has helped me, to be able to get to where I am right now, with the experience that I have and being able to be a project leader and actually implement the tool, and then as a system admin own the tools.
We grow the most when we're a little bit uncomfortable. So change process makes things a little bit uncomfortable, but just like any situation, any circumstance, that little bit of discomfort really gives us a lot of gain in the long run. Really our goal with automation in the future, using BlackLine, using RPA, is to have those pieces, those lower pieces automated, the more mundane, and to utilize our best resources, which are our people, to really make data-driven decisions at the higher level.
It's an amazing tool, and I definitely would love to see how it continues to evolve going forward.
Pre-BlackLine, everything was very scattered, kind of all over the place. We didn't have a centralized area, and there's a lot of roll forward, that minutia of doing reconciliations that we were focused on. Now we get to focus on the fun parts of accounting.
Please welcome Michael Hubbard and Davina Van Splunter. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so the fun parts of accounting.
Yes.
Okay. I keep getting caught up on that phrase.
It's the nerd in me that makes it fun.
Okay. Can you talk about, this will be very uplifting for our audience.
Sure.
Talk about the fun parts of accounting.
So to me, the fun parts of accounting are not having to be caught up in the detail, right? The transactions. It's being able to really look at the process in high level and then dig into the areas where I think there might be an issue. So analyzing the data.
Okay.
Yep.
Tell me about both of you, Davina, and you got picked for this dedicated innovation team. Mm-hmm. Okay. That means that Home Depot, your management, saw something different in you. Mm-hmm. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I think it's great. Honestly, I think Michael and I, we complement each other. We are the perfect duo. We both have BlackLine experience. I've used the tool as an end user, as a system admin, and also as an implementer. And so we just come together with this vast amount of knowledge, and we know, how to drive change, how to drive process improvement, but also how to interact with our customers and make the process better for everyone.
Awesome. And Michael?
Yeah, I think it's just about being different, having different personalities, being authentic, right? I think when you get more authentic people together who are truly being who they are, you get the best ideas, and then you're able to take those ideas and push them out.
Yes. Now, you have actually sort of bragged that you're not a normal account. Okay, but I'm not sure of that. So when we were talking about this backstage, Michael apparently used to have pink hair. I don't know why she lost it, but I mean, I'm not, as well as silver and blue.
So purple. Yeah, purple. Okay. I went through a phase of a lot of different colors, and then I went back natural. But the nose ring, the tattoos,
okay,
out of the box.
But hold on, let's not stereotype normal accountants. Let's do a poll.
Oh,
wow.
How many of our accountants in here have tattoos?
Okay.
Oh,
I like the stand-up.
Okay. All right, you guys are fun. All right, wait, leave your hands up. How many of you have piercings?
2 hands.
Okay, quite a few. Okay, some people have both arms up. That's scary. I don't want to know.
But see, Therese, that's why they're here too, because they're not normal accountants either.
Are you saying that BlackLine attracts abnormal people?
Yeah.
Fun people.
Variety of people.
Okay, I have to agree. I do think that we attract fun people. And actually, over the years, crazy enough, I've said there's only been a handful, but there's actually been a handful of companies where I've said, I don't think you're a BlackLine customer. If you don't want to partner with us, if you want to be adversarial, if you want to, just be a problem all the time, I think you should go to our competitor. Because, no, I actually have done that.
Honesty.
Because that's not the relationship that I want with my customers.
Right.
Yep. Right?
Right.
We want to share, we want to have fun.
And be fun, yep.
Maybe next year we get a tattoo artist here.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, have a tattoo
What do you
booth
think?
set up.
Yeah?
BlackLine tattoo. And get this emblem right here.
Oh my gosh, what kind of swag?
See, we've already
What kind of swag could you get if you do a BlackLine logo? Oh my gosh. Okay. I think we just had a brainstorm. Okay, we have to talk about account.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, we got off track here. So do-it-yourself projects based on, and you guys basically did the BlackLine implementation.
We did.
Which is pretty phenomenal. And, do-it-yourself, tell me about the approach to problem solving that you have.
Well, I'll start. I think, the idea for me is really understanding the beginning and end of a process. I need to know where the process is starting and what the goal or the objective of the process is. The middle, we have a process, but that process is kind of up in the air as to whether it's going to stay that way or whether we need to completely redo it. So it's about why we're doing that process.
Right. I agree. I mean, I think a lot of times where projects go wrong is people don't know the end goal, okay? They just have not really thought through where it is that they want to be, which sounds simple and dumb, but so many times you see that, okay? But what if you get to the middle and you're like, I have no idea?
Well, that's where the authentic people with a bunch of different ideas have to come in, right?
Right.
And help us figure out. I mean, you're always going to run into roadblocks no matter what journey you're taking.
Right, and it's also important to note that change, it's an evolution, it is a journey to your point, right? So it's going to take some time, it's going to take several iterations, it's going to take communication with the end users and making sure that everyone is on the same page. So you just have to keep that, it's a mindset, and we all need to be on the same page.
Yeah, so managing change, I mean, people are always the biggest problem. Right.
The hardest part of an implementation.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Okay, you said it better than I did.
Yep.
How do you manage the change aspect of a transformation project?
It takes dedication and patience. I really think, people get tied to what their process is, especially if in their minds it's working, right? If they're meeting their deadlines, it's hard for them to see things a little differently. So we try to make a point to do a lot of workshops where people can get to learn the tool in different ways. They can sit and do prior month's reconciliations, or if they need tutoring, we have time blocks, they can come to us. But it's also about getting people used to the visibility as well of the tool. That's a big change from the staff level all the way up to management and the executives.
In one of our early customers, the CFO told me, I went in and put a comment on somebody's reconciliation in Japan just so they know I was watching.
Wow.
Yeah. And so there is, and that can be good and bad. That sounded a little threatening, the way he described it. Okay. But there is, people don't always love to have their work be super transparent, right?
It's scary.
It can be scary, yeah.
But also, you had mentioned earlier something, one of the things that Home Depot did, which I just thought was so interesting, is they worked with people to train them in a lot of different ways, whether it's verbal or visual, or what were some of the other things that you guys...
We did your typical presentations, because some people learn in a classroom environment the best. But I think some people work best in the tool, doing things that they know. They want to sit down and figure it out and learn that way. So we did a lot of workshops. Some people, like I said, need the tutoring. They need you to sit down and show them in depth and write down the process. So it was just a matter of providing the information to them in as many ways as we felt like the team learned.
And we also used a lot of the BlackLine U courses too, so we tried to identify which ones are applicable.
Okay, I was just going to ask that. Okay, it was just you guys.
No, we had third-party consultants helping us too. They did a lot of our presentations.
Okay.
They helped us with a workshop, and then we would add additional 2 or 3 weeks of workshop time as well.
Did you do Home Depot specific training?
Yes, we did.
Because that's one of the things that we as a company struggle with a little bit, is trying to get the right level of training, but everybody sort of has their own way of doing it. And so, more often than not, our customers end up sort of doing their own. So you use some of ours and you built some of your own.
Right.
Super interesting. Okay. Any powerful results you'd like to share on your journey?
Yeah, so we've implemented 5 modules within the course of 18 months.
Wow.
So it's been a pretty interesting journey, and we're still on that journey. We've also trained about 11 local admins. So we have a local admin for each functional business area, and they have been a tremendous help in terms of helping to meet the business needs and being that first point of contact for any BlackLine related questions. We've also saved 800 hours on our workload by implementing recs and tasks. So that's been pretty key saving there. And then definitely, as Michael mentioned earlier, just the visibility, from the staff level to the management level, so everyone can kind of see everything that's happening within the tool. It's a one-stop shop with all of our information there. So it's been just incredible in terms of having that visibility.
Nice. Okay, 5 modules in a year and a half. Okay, and Home Depot is not a small company. All right, this is a message to all of our customers that have implemented 1 or 2 and then stopped. You're not getting your money's worth, okay? I know we're just about out of time, but how did you not tail off and just stop with 1 or 2? How did you get 5 done? Because I want everybody to do that.
Well, all the tools integrate so well together, right? So I think every time you start one, even the team, when they're in one tool, all of a sudden they'll come to you. Oh, we've heard about this other tool. How does that function with this tool? So we just had a really aggressive roadmap of how we wanted to roll it out, and we're pretty goal-oriented when it comes to doing what we need to do to get it done. So.
Awesome. And what's next?
S4HANA, we're currently in the process of rolling out S4HANA next year, the beginning of the year. And then we're going to work on matching and automated journals, and smart close is in our future too. So,
Nice. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
awesome.